I do have a conspiracy. NASA is full of shit, and I hate them for it. And not in the sense that I think it's flat Earth and space is fake. I think they're fake. I think what they strive to do is fake. I was watching this video the other day.
What NASA is trying to
Just
do
the fucking shit that they say they do.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I'm sure they've made some shit up.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, guess what? We're not going to talk about fake shit. We're going to talk about shit they're not doing. Remember when we were kids?
Yeah, I know.
Remember when we were kids and they were like, hey, you know what's crazy? Jupiter has rings. And you know what's even crazier? Is that in the rings there's water and air and earth and fire. And we can figure out something with those rings. Isn't that cool, guys? 5th graders?
Yeah.
Isn't it cool that Jupiter has rings? That, you know what they've done since then with those fucking rings?
Ooh.
Nothing.
Right, they haven't checked them out. Or
Who cares? Who cares what fucking Saturn is made out of if we can't do anything with it?
Well, aren't the rings just asteroids, basically?
Why don't we just do something?
Yeah,
quit studying shit and do something.
Well, I know a lot of people hate Elon, but holy fuck, dude. He went up and like got those people back, and it's like, how come NASA couldn't do that?
Because they don't know how. They were too busy studying.
This is like
they don't know how to fucking build shit. They just study.
Yeah, they're studying.
You know what the other one is? You know what the other one is? The dog robot guys, Boston Dynamics.
Oh yeah, that was cute too.
You know that's all fake. All the shit they do is fake. They don't actually.
What do you mean it's fake? They don't have robots?
The robots, they don't do anything.
What do they do? Like bring you sodas or some shit?
They don't work.
They've
apparently only sold like 6 or 7 ever.
Oh, no one. Who's buying those? Like, what the fuck?
NASA.
NASA wants them to bring them sodas.
Yeah. They program the dogs to study for them.
Yeah. They're like, I need a Dr. Pepper.
But as far as conspiracies go, it's not even a conspiracy. It's just like, how is nothing's been done? Oh, you invented a new camera and a new telescope. And you sent a robot to Mars.
Aren't they supposed to have like money or?
Nothing's been done since we were kids. There's been no.
I don't know enough about
nothing. I give a fuck about.
I don't know enough about how well they're funded and shit. You know.
All I know is that they just go, we can't do it. Well then, just don't then.
Yeah, well, they are. They're just not.
I was in that camp that was like, I can't believe they're defunding NASA, and then I realized that NASA hasn't fucking done anything in 2 decades.
Yeah, they're having a tough time.
Airbags. They invented new airbags,
their wheels,
and they make cars safer.
Yeah, but why are they worried about like cars? Okay, like if you get airbags, that actually makes sense, I guess. But I don't know.
You want a conspiracy?
You don't need airbags in the fucking space shuttles, because I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna fucking.
I fucking hope you don't need airbags.
Doesn't matter what you hit. An airbag is not gonna help you in some of those situations.
They're like, it's an airbag. That just shows that it's not real.
I found a fun one the other day. It was about remember that plane lady that was like talking about that guy is not real.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
He
responded and he was like, "Kick that neighbor bitch off the plane."
Yeah,
right, with the Burger King crown.
Well, there's like a whole thing because like they never like really talked to that guy, like interviewed him or anything. And there's like a bunch of conspiracy theorists that think it was like a fucking skinwalker or like a lizard guy or some shit. Because she was like, even after she got off, she was like, I watched like the body cam footage. She was like still standing out there, like looking at the plane through the windows, being like, don't let that plane take off. Like something is on there. It's fucked up. There's like a whole like community around this shit right now about her, how she actually saw something. It's not really her now. All these interviews that you see of her are some stand-in lady. It's the same thing like with Avril Lavigne. Like people think she's not Avril Lavigne. Every time you see Avril Lavigne now, it's not her because she like hasn't aged.
Maybe BJ Penn is onto something.
There's like a bunch of that shit where they think just like somebody got replaced.
That's called schizophrenia.
Yeah. They're like, well, her earlobes aren't the same.
It's called CTE-induced schizophrenia.
Yeah.
BJ Penn's going through it right now.
It's fun to fucking get into those, though. It's fun to watch or check them out.
One of my favorites is about how weird it is that, you know, there's no peace on Earth except Antarctica. Antarctica is the only place where all the countries agree on
Mm.
how it operates.
Yeah.
And I have mentioned it in an episode before, but like I think I mentioned it with Cass when Cass was here.
Is Antarctica real though? Like I thought there was like a border wall or something like that, like an ice wall or some shit that we can't for some reason no one's got footage of, and because they shoot you down or whatever, they kill you or whatever.
The
you get
one
close
thing
to it.
with Antarctica, and I don't know, like we could fact check it, it might be untrue, but I remember watching a fucking documentary about how there was some Siberian explorer in like the 1700s that kept having dreams of this civilization, and he
Okay.
kept having these compulsions to like map out what their capital city looked like, and like it was like with perfect topography and all this other shit and the angles, right?
Right.
And then he's a famous explorer, so they save all of his maps and shit like that. Maybe he was a cartographer, maybe he wasn't, maybe he was both. And
Silent cartographer.
yeah, exact. And then like, 100 some odd years later, when Antarctica is discovered, people that are mapping out Antarctica are like, wait a minute, I've seen this map before. And this random fucking Siberian guy had a perfect map of Antarctica like 100 years before it was discovered, that he just somehow had in his brain.
Yeah, he just
Get the
figured it out.
fuck out of here. Now, one camp could be like, that story's fake. I don't want to buy into that. I will buy into that. That's some creepy shit.
Yeah, there's like a lot of weird like I don't know, like remote viewing and shit that's like coming up now that I'm
Like-
seeing like
Astral projection.
yeah, and I'm seeing like a lot of weird evidence that's pointing to it. It's like you're like, wait a minute.
607 Unk, dude. That's what he was saying. When you're awake and when you're asleep, you're in the same reality. The only difference is that when you're sleeping, you can't taste anything.
Mm. Oh, okay. That makes sense to me.
It's an atom.
Mhm.
It's a solid, but it's an atom.
yeah.
It's 99.99999% atom.
Well, sometimes these conspiracy theory guys
If you
are right.
if you vibrate the right way, you fall right through that chair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you're in the back rooms.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you no clip.